Hello everyone, blessings and welcome back. I'm outdoor tonight. I'd like us to talk a little bit about faith. It's not easy to go through things and still believe. It's not easy to go through tests and trials, in some cases a test one after the other, and you still hold on to God's promises. You still hold on to His goodness. It's not easy. So I'm reminding you, as I usually say, give yourself some grace. He sees you, He hears you. I have a story to share with you. A family member of mine was waiting on a check for a while. And I remembered on the 9th of December, I had a dream that this check was released and it was out in the mail. But fast forward to a good few days after and a good few weeks after, and I'm like, Lord, did I even hear? Was that you? Was that dream from you? Because it felt, you know when the dream is from God. Although we test everything. But there was still no check. It turned out that the check was indeed released on the 9th. But it went to the wrong post office, and then they denied having it. The office itself denied having it. 3 other post offices were contacted, and everyone said no until it was eventually found at the original post office. Not because a particular answer to your prayer may not have been manifested physically in your hand just yet. It does not mean that God has not released it. It does not mean your prayer wasn't answered. Sometimes the Lord sees that there is more room for flexibility, for softening, and more need for pruning, and that's why He may allow a little more time before we actually hold it, because old wine skins can destroy the new wine. They can burst, and then you lose the wine and the container is destroyed, as you'll see a little later in this video. In the midst of the waiting, in the midst of the worrying, in the midst of believing and hoping for this check to come, when it comes, they said, you know what? I'm not going to worry anymore. I'm not going to worry about what I cannot fix on my own. I'm going to let the Lord deal with this. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. Because I know what their usual response is. Worry. But transformation took place in the wait. While they were hoping, while they were getting tired, while they were still believing, transformation was taking place. Old wine skin was being replaced with new wine skin. That is a testimony. I want you to understand what happens while you wait. Many times when we actually do give Him His way, a lot of the things that we've been praying for, hoping for, and so on, they just start to fall off in terms of our desires, and He replaces some of those desires with His will, with His purpose for us. And then we realize, I really didn't need that thing. I could have done without it. And our desires begin to align with the will of God. So do you see why it's important to allow the full process to take its course while we wait? It's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. Allow the process. Allow the process to take its full course. I want to read something for you about why we should not put new wine into old wineskin. Listen to what this says. Putting new wine, the new thing, into old wineskins, old mindsets, old way of thinking, and so on, causes the rigid, brittle, already stretched old skins to burst, resulting in the loss of both the fermenting wine and the container. So you can lose the new thing and the vessel, sometimes, and the vessel that's carrying it. You can even lose yourself sometimes if we do not allow the Lord to renew our minds in the waiting. And this happens in the waiting. It happens in the waiting. The waiting is never wasted. And it also goes on to say, because new wine continues to ferment and release gases, it requires the flexibility and the softness of the new wine skin in order to expand. What does that sound like? It sounds like us, because we are vessels. We are vessels of God's glory. We're vessels of His will, His purpose. Our bodies are His temple, and we carry the glory of God. Are we allowing God to do what he has to do to cause us to be pliable in him, to facilitate stretching? Are our minds flexible, as it said, and soft, as it said in what we just read, to accommodate the new thing? Because let me tell you something, this me in this season and that you, yes, you, is not the same us who went into the season. We came out differently. And you know what I was thinking about a lot recently? The fact that seasons change and we can miss it so much because we are looking for it to be a particular way, and it has to be a physical relocation, or it has to be a promotion, or it has to be a wedding, or the seasons change spiritually first, and your mindset changes. You are transformed. Oh, I know you're tired. I know you're tired. I get tired sometimes. But when the new thing comes, we are capable of carrying. We've been stretched, we've been taught, we've been tested, pruned, this and that, we've been everything, and we're able to carry it. And yay! We get to give God glory. So we're gonna choose to wait. And I've noticed the relationship between faith, waiting, and hope. There is a relationship. We've known this for a while, but it's when you go through it, you cannot separate. They can't be separated. They can't. I'm going to remind you that your waiting will be rewarded as long as you wait the way the Lord wants you to wait, by abiding in Him. I did not open anything to read for you tonight because I wanted to leave you with this. And it's taken from Isaiah chapter 64 verse 4, and it says, "Since ancient times no one has heard, nor ear has perceived, nor eye has seen any God besides you, who acts on behalf of those who wait for Him." So God is going to act on your behalf because you are waited on Him, and in some cases still waiting on Him, but He's gonna move and He's gonna act on your behalf. Just you wait and see. He's going to. Thanks for watching. God loves you. Bless you.